Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Allah's wrath gets severe on a person killed by a prophet, and Allah's wrath became severe on him who had caused the face of Allah's messenger peace be upon him to bleed. Narrated by Aisha. Regarding the holy verse, those who responded to the call of Allah and the Apostle, Muhammad, after being wounded, for those of them who did good deeds and refrained from wrong, there is a great reward. Surah 3 verse 172. She said to Urwa, O my nephew, your father, Az-Zubair, and Abu Bakr were amongst them, means those who responded to the call of Allah and the Apostle on the day of the Battle of Uhud. When Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, suffered what he suffered on the day of Uhud and the pagans left, the Prophet peace be upon him was afraid that they might return. So he said, who will go on there, means pagans' track. He then selected 70 men from amongst them for this purpose. The sub-narrator added, Abu Bakr and Az-Zubair were amongst them. Narrated by Qatada. We do not know of any tribe amongst the Arab tribes who lost more martyrs than Al-Ansar, and they will have superiority on the day of resurrection. Anas bin Malik told us that 70 from the Ansar were martyred on the day of Uhud, and 70 on the day of the Battle of Burmahuna, and 70 on the day of Al-Yamamah. Anas added, the Battle of Burmahuna took place during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, and the Battle of Al-Yamamah, during the Caliphate of Abu Bakr, and it was the day when Musaylama al-Kadhdhab was killed. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him used to shroud 2 martyrs of Uhud in one sheet and then say, which of them knew Quran more? When one of the 2 was pointed out, he would put him first in the grave. Then he said, I will be a witness for them on the day of resurrection. He ordered them to be buried with their blood on their bodies. Neither was the funeral prayer offered for them, nor were they washed. Jabir added, when my father was martyred, I started weeping and uncovering his face. The companions of the Prophet peace be upon him stopped me from doing so, but the Prophet peace be upon him did not stop me. Then the Prophet said, O Jabir, don't weep over him, for the angels kept uncovering him with their wings till his body was carried away for burial.